So if we talk about, I guess, that recognition of non-formal learning, I was reading on one of the links that you gave to me, actually, that the OECD have said that recognition of non-formal and informal learning is an important means for making lifelong learning a reality for, you know, the global population. Can you talk to, I guess, what the wider Scouts movement, but other youth organisation movements are doing globally?
Yeah. So I guess the very end of 2019, so December 2019, there was a meeting of what has been described as the Big Six. Now, I think they describe themselves that way, but in reality, it is the 6 largest youth organisations globally. Mm-hmm. Scouts, Girl Guides or Girl Scouts, depend on which country you're in, the YMCA, YWCA, the Red Cross or Red Crescent, again, depending on your country, and Duke of Edinburgh International Award, the 6. They came together with a couple of other smaller organisations, and they've gone, we agree, we need to get better recognition of all of this, because the non-formal education in particular, we know we've got some good programs. We know we offer a lot of good learning and training to our members, but how does that get recognised? How can they then use that? How do they understand that recognition and be able to articulate that, as we just said a moment ago, is not as strong as it could be. And therefore, as organisations, unfortunately, as I said, that was right at the end of December 2019, and only a few short months later, well, the world went into chaos. So there's been little come of that as a result, but that doesn't mean that there aren't people working towards at their national and international level to get a better recognition of how non-formal ties into formal. Now, I agree with the OECD that it also needs to be informal. The difficulty there is informal is anything and everything, and there's not necessarily any structure to it in any way, shape or form. Recognition of what you've learned is still important. Non-formal has a structure. Whether it's Duke of Edinburgh Award, whether it's Scouts, whether it's another thing, there's a clear structure around what's in that program. There's a clear structure about what the outcomes are that we're aiming for. So having that clear structure for something that isn't within the formal education system does make it easier to recognise it against formal education systems.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so non-formal and informal are just as important as OECD have indicated. It's just from a perspective of being able to assess that. It's much easier to assess the non-formal because you've got that clear structure already in place.